and thank our club, officials, volunteers and administrators. Knowing were it not for them, there would be no race in which we compete and no sport for us to enjoy. What matters most is the challenge of the race, sportsmanship, maintaining our self-respect and respect for our opponents while racing fairly and creating a positive sporting experience both on and off the track, so that we can find the true joy in our sport and most of all, create a community where people want to participate and where fun and safety are paramount.
Welcome back to the SP Tools Australian Car Championship. We have KA3 Senior Heat number 4. It's the odd points out on track at the moment. We are running the KA100 engine. We're 160 kilos and the LH03 tyres. We'll run through the field right now. We have Mika Lemasuria off the pole position in the Birillard. First time racing this class at the Australian Car Championship. Then it's the veteran Benito Montalbano, Amos Orr, Dominic Penman, Taylor Harness, Dallas Green, Tyler Kalaja, Raina Costello, Lachlan Patton, James Snaith, Josh Elliston, your round 1 winner. Then it's Brent Robinson, Ben Munro, Matty Feather, Matthew Hansford Taylor, Luke Trost, Jordan Sinney, Chris Alexopoulos, Tanner Peters, Darson Harris, Ryan Dealey, Zach Boylan, Ruben Ross, Rio Campbell, Jackson Barrington, Jack Gatt and Kai Brennan is your 27 kart field as they bring it around the GoPro final turn. To greet the starter, we have 12 laps on the board at the Eastern Lions Car Club. Magnificently presented facility, this one. In the brand new commentary box, we have 12 laps on the board. Very, very slow start, this one. We are... Go, lights are out for Heat 4, KA3, Lemasuria. Looks like he's in a top field dragster. He is gone out of there. He's already got about a second gap on the field. Then it's Amos Orr in behind. Looks like Taylor Harness, then Montalbano. From the looks of the helmet, looks like a Penman in behind that as well. So that's your top 5. It's Lemasuria, Orr, Harness, Montalbano, Penman with a great start. And there's heaps going on in the mid-pack as they come through Torini for the first time. It's the Birillard cart out in front. Very, very confident young man is Mika Lemasuria out in front. He's ducking behind the wheel, trying to get a gap early on the field. So we'll run through the field. First time around is Lemasuria, Orr, Harness, Montalbano, Penman, Kalaja, Costello, Munro, Green, Snaith is your top 10. Pretty settled so far at the front. Looks like Montalbano's got past Taylor Harness. Now Penman's having a look as well as they come through the Lacon flip-flop. Amos Orr looks pretty comfortable in second position also as they come across the rock left-hander down into the hard braking zone. We're watching Harness, Montalbano and Penman. Penman goes up the inside of Harness. Late move to get that one done. Lost a little bit of time on Montalbano with that one, but wanted to get it done early in the race. It looks like Lemasuria's eked out that gap a little bit, but the one to watch, I reckon, is Montalbano. He is absolutely flying. Fastest on track is Tyler Kalaja, the number 44 in 6th position. Everyone's just done their fastest lap of the race. It looks like Harness has got another one past. I think Raina Costello just got past last time around as well. She's dropping back through the field. As we come into the hard braking zone, you're watching Montalbano catching up to Amos Orr. Something will happen soon, but Penman, he looks pretty quick in that CXR kart. It's a pretty close battle and pretty fiery. 10 laps on the board. The odd points. You should see some action in the back of the pack in this one, because this is the last heat race before the final. We lose around 20 drivers, Matt.
Yeah, for sure, and it's been an interesting start here. Mika Lemasuria, like he was a shot out of a gun then, the way that he took off. Looked like Pride of Jenny in the Queen Elizabeth Stakes the other day, the way he charged out of turn number 1 there. However, Amos Orr has started to close it on in. I was down with the Lemazurias a little bit earlier on this morning, and there's a bit of confidence coming into today after some good results yesterday. So they didn't have a great round number one as Dominic Penman, the Queenslander, goes into position number 3. It's been interesting to speak to a couple of other Queenslanders around the area that the driving style for this circuit is not suitable to them, given a lot of them do base their racing out of Ipswich, which is a very stop and start kind of circuit, whereas the flow to do things around here is different. Dominic Penman's certainly been looking at the local way around overnight. He is up to position number 2 after starting in 4th spot, and he is looking very good, the youngster. And then Benito Montalbano, he is up to position number 3. So Montalbano, he needs to maximise the number of point scores in this one. He will be off the understanding that Lemasuria isn't necessarily in the championship hunt. So if he can try and steal or jump onto the back of Dominic Penman here and get up to the front and then throw a challenge out to Mika Lemasuria by the end of the 12 laps of this final heat race for KA3 Senior, that will please Montalbano absolutely no end. New fastest lap for Dominic Penman, and Montalbano was within 100th of a second of him as they close in over a 10th on Mika Lemasuria at the front. Further back, Benjamin Munro goes even quicker with a 44.46. We are now on lap number 6 at this stage. We'll be at the halfway point. And big news here in this one is that your championship leader coming into this one, Josh Elliston, the South Australian, is down in 20th position. So Josh Elliston, he's been in the mix. He's had all sorts of dramas throughout the course of the weekend, and he's now in 20th spot, which is not ideal from a championship perspective. However, Josh Elliston, being the champion that he is with the TD Racing team behind him, will try and fight back as Penman goes faster. We've now got a race in 3. Your leader, Lemasuria, has got Dom Penman right with him there, the two Queenslanders with the New South Welshman in Benito Montalbano right behind in the 12. Brand new colours again this season for Montalbano, who's been desperate, as we continue to say, to get his hands around at this championship. And he will want to try and get the big result this afternoon as Penman goes up the inside. He is your new race leader over Lemasuria. I don't think Lemasuria will be too upset at this stage as they come onto the front straight away to complete lap number 7. Montalbano in the slipstream. Oh, Lemasuria goes to the outside. He left the door wide open there for Montalbano to go through and say thank you very much. He goes into 2nd position, and that was a gift almost for Montalbano there.
Yeah, the veteran showing the youngsters some new, teaching them some new tricks, But Penman looks absolutely flying out in front. Montalbano, the veteran, just wants to get his points. Like we said, he's come second a few times in this class. He really needs to do it this year and get that number 1 plate on that ASR kart. But Penman's looking good out in front. As we said, though, the slipstream is pretty crucial at this track, and Montalbano's got a really good run onto the straight this time around. Lemasuria is in behind. Is anything doing at the end of the straight? Penman said, let's just go, don't pass me. That works probably 0% of the time. Well, it worked that time for Montalbano, didn't go past. So sometimes you want to work together and try and get away, but Penman looks super quick out of the bottom corner there as they come through the con flip-flop. It's a battle of 3 at the front. Amos Orr's holding up the next group behind him. But that CXR sticky kit looks amazing with that chrome blue. Oh, Lemasuria went to go down the inside, but Montalbano. So I think Montalbano saw Mika Lemasuria's nose cone and thought, nope, I'm going to go through on Penman. So he went straight through on Penman as well. We nearly had a big bingo, but now we got a group of 7 with 4 laps on the board. And it's Montalbano out in front, the number 13 Andrew Starkey kart. Oh, it's looking tight into turn 2. This is the spot you want to be when you're in a big pack like this. They're out in front. Montalbano's praying for some crazy moves behind him so he can get a bit of a gap. But we have Kart Republic, Burrell, FA kart. The Burrells in the single speed classes have tuned them up a bit this weekend. It might be a bit of Ian Eichmann's assistance this weekend, as Lemasuria almost had a look down the inside of the Torini middle corner. So they've stepped it up a little bit this weekend. But it's Montalbano out in front with 3 on the board. Lemasuria looks racy as they go down the straight. Nothing doing so far. Oh, tight line from Montalbano. 2 laps to go. He wants to get all these points for that elusive championship that he's striving for. But Penman's still purple. He's done the fastest lap of the race with a 44.2. One to watch in the final, I think, will be Hunter Salvatore. He got down to the 44.1s in the previous heat. Oh, Montalbano just ran wide. Lemasuri is going to have a go in the middle. Torini corner sends it in full lock. Then he's 2x2. Penman gets the most of this one. Amos Orr's got through on Montalbano as well. So now it's going to be Penman, Lemasuri, or Montalbano. Then it's the 44 of Collages in there as well. Costello, as they go into the first corner, what's doing into turn 2? He's going to cover surely. So as the meeting goes on, everyone knows you've got to cover into turn 2 because that's where most of the passes occur. This is the last lap. Lemasuri, he didn't race round 1. He wants a round victory. He's got through the Lacan flip-flop amazingly and got past Penman. So it's Lemasuri, Penman, or Montalbano. Something's going to happen at Torini for sure. Penman goes tight, or goes down the inside. Oh no, Montalbano got done by Costello. Trying to drive conservative. Oh, so Montalbano's gone from leading to 5th, but it's Lemasuri who takes home the checkered flag in Heat 4. Odd points. KA3 Senior. So it's Lemasuri or Penman, Montalbano, Kalaja, Munro, Green, Snaith, Feather Harness, Patton, Tross, Hansford Taylor, Robinson, Dealey, Campbell. It's slowly loading up. And then we got Josh Ellison in 18th, Sinny, Ruben Ross, and Harris. So that rounds out your top 20. That got a bit exciting. Hopefully that's a lot more like that as the day goes on, Matt.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think that Mikel Missouri is on Benito Montalbano's Christmas card list anytime soon, just after that. No, very exciting. We're going to take a break here at Puckapunyal. You're watching the second round of the SP Tools Australian Kart Championship. Oh, isn't that cute? We'll be back shortly.